What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First, I would like to say thank you to all my subscribers and thank y'all for your support. It has been very heartfelt with the subscribers that have been on here and the people that have watched the videos. Thank you all. It's what keeps me going, keeps me doing these videos. So the O-scale water tower was not built to perfection or prototypical. I was very proud of my boys for getting involved when I was kind of in a dilemma if whether or not I wanted to build a water tower with it or I don't know, a diesel oil tank, fueling tank. So it wasn't really prototypical, but they kind of gave me some ideas, and I was very proud that they were involved with it and putting it together. So I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it as it is. Other than I'm going to paint it, paint the supports black, and then do a gray wash on it. I was actually pretty stoked. So that's something that's pretty special when the kids get involved. Where are we going next? Well, I was supposed to be home on the 9th, and I'm going to pick up the stuff to finish out the second part of the display diorama. So we're going to be doing some videos on that. And at some point, I will cross paths with Bernard's to pick up the rest of the track for that. Which I should have done it the last time, but I didn't. Brain fart. And I got some cars that I need to get finished up and get painted and get ready to put on there. But when I get home, we have a couple unboxings to do. I know what one of them is, which I ordered off of eBay, or as some people like to call it, Evil Bay. But it includes another 242 locomotive, and it is missing the side rod. I really wasn't buying it for the locomotive because I was just wanting the tender that was with it, and it had a couple of cars that came with it, which, according to the pictures, looked like they're in good shape. Of course, if y'all all know me, y'all know I'm not going to leave it stock. There's just no way I can do that. But on the other hand, I'm sitting here going, what am I going to do with these 242 locomotives? I got no idea yet. Repair them, keep them, modify them, who knows? Of course, the one little 242 I have now, it's going to stay as it is, other than being repainted. And I still haven't found out a name for that one yet. I'm thinking about maybe naming it Little Dizzy after my wife, or I don't know. It being lettered NDM, it needs a special type of name. So I just haven't really figured out what I'm going to name that one yet. Then guess another unboxing, which I'm not going to say what's in that one because I already know what it is. But that one, I'd have to say, some people say that when it comes down to model railroad history, I have a love affair with these 1950s O-scale cars that I like to preserve for future generations and other stuff. Another thing that came about over the weekend while I was home and still down sick was, I brought in, I showed some tank cars I'd built when I was like 14, 15 years old, maybe 16 at the most. And those tank car bodies are still around. So I'm kind of probably thinking maybe I might want to finish them up. And maybe, in-lamp tables, come up with in-lamp stuff shining up over them, or maybe a display piece for my kids or something, I don't know. Because those were designed to be built just like they were in the 1930s during the Depression, which was a gentleman out of Norman, Oklahoma. I think I said Oklahoma City, but it was actually Norman, Oklahoma, that had built a outdoor layout using prototypical stuff during the 30s, which is how those came about. I would like to get back to building some scratch-built O-scale tank cars in a fun fashion. Maybe try to go a little bit back started with those, but no skill. Something for fun, on the channel. I'm not too sure of what I want to do now. But I would like to build some more tank cars in the Capcraft industry style. So those are some things I got to look at. Uh, but I'm definitely looking forward to the more projects coming up and the more things that we can do on this channel as time progresses. The summer's going to be very busy. The next couple of weeks, I'm going to have both my boys with me, my younger boys with me on the truck. And then June, I'm going to go pick up my oldest son, who's going to school up in Michigan, and has decided to go join football. So it's going to be a very busy, very, very busy summer, which I've got to timeline everything out. Other than that, I mean, that's really what we're doing right now. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more with the O-Scale, getting the display done, getting it sold, and as it's progressing with more of it, where y'all, all you subscribers and viewers can see what's being done. And I'm looking forward to doing that as well. And I'm also looking forward to recreating the coal mine section from my father's HO layout that I showed pictures of when I rebuilt it many years later after it was torn down. And just like I said, it happened to be in a friend's collection, and he had it, and I asked for it, and he gave it to me. And I was never so grateful to be able to rebuild it. So that I am looking forward to rebuilding that and incorporating that into, once my wife and I move next year, to our new home, our forever home, I should say, and getting my layout up and going and incorporating that piece into the layout. Other than that, I'm actually really stoked. The switching layout, I think, as I'm building that with incorporating it also into the other parts, I may sell off those other sections after everything's done. I don't know yet, because I'll still be using tubular track. And I actually, honestly, I'm kind of liking the tubular track. I know some people don't, but I actually have. I've kind of grown a fondness of it. Don't get me wrong, I still like Gargraves track. I still love Atlas track. However, I guess I have to justify, in my own mind, spending that type of money. Because I know years down the road, I'm not going to be here. At some point in life, I'm not going to be here, and my kids will be. But they will need to know what needs to happen and what needs to go on. So, and you're looking at the 1950s O-Scale track, it's still around. So why not keep going with it, something that's still around, that's still being used after all these years, 70 plus years later, in some cases 80 plus years, and these tracks still around. Here's another one for you. The Lionel T-Rail that was made in 1938, 1939. I wish Lionel would bring it back. It was a beautiful track. I found a couple of pieces on eBay. I found a lot of it, in fact. And it was prototypical track. And most of the cars were 072, which was perfect for those locomotives back then. So I'm like, come on. If it's still around after all these years, why not? I mean, I get the war effort. Some things had to be given up. But to see that track still around, you're still going to buy it as far as used. That's pretty cool to me. I'm all for it. So, but being T-Rail, they don't have it unless I start making my own track. And I'm okay with the tubular track right now. maybe something later. And then again, I might build another display after that one's done. After the one I'm doing now is done. Who knows? Maybe I might use T-Rail track and do like a prototypical window display type thing. I don't know. I'm always doing something. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens as things come to a closure with the display that I'm doing now, and after it's sold and I start working on the coal mine area and the switching area, then we'll go forward from there. Again, going back to the tank car, I'm actually really considering building one, an O scale, just for fun. I started one and kind of ran into some problems with it, so I was like, well, yeah. So there y'all have it. That's why it wasn't ever done. Kind of went about it the wrong way as well too. I don't know. We'll see what happens and continue on. As always, please keep the shiny side up. If you're not feeling good, go see a doctor. To be honest with y'all, I was glad my wife forced me to go to the doctor because I was a half step away from being put in the hospital. And yes, I'm still suffering the side effects from it, still having to work and take medicine, and hopefully this medicine the doctor can put me on, which is a very strong antibiotic, will clear this up and I don't have to go to the hospital. But yes, please, if you're not feeling well, see a doctor. Even if it's just the flu, still go see your doctor, get the right medication. As always, again, please keep the shiny side up. Rubber on the road. I want to see y'all back again. I'll see y'all on the next video. Have a good day.